I read 5 books in the month of September, and that means it's time for my September reading wrap up. Up first, we have The Unmaking of June Farrow, and I gave this book 5 stars. Such an unexpected read. This was one of those books that just called to me over time, and I had known about it for a long time, and I'd wanted to read it for a long time. There was something about it that just kept putting me off, and I finally this month was like, this is the month, and oh my God, I wish I would have read it sooner. It is magical and mysterious and such an amazing story. Make sure to check out my full review of all the books that I read this month, posted on my page. And the second book that I read this month was Wildcard by Elsie Silver. I was a little disappointed in this book. All of the other books in the Rose Hill series I gave 5 stars to. They were phenomenal. I read them really quickly. And this was the final book in that series. And I was just a little disappointed. It left me feeling like I could have wanted a little bit more, but it was still a great book. I mean, the last 30% of the book had me hooked the entire time. I really enjoyed it, but I ended up giving this one a 4-star. And don't get me wrong, 4 stars is still a great score for a book. There are plenty of books that I love that I gave 4 stars to. I think I just had different expectations for this one. So for me, it sounds disappointing, but it was still a great book. Does that make sense? The third book that I read was my book club's pick this month, and that was Feather So Vicious by Liv Zander. Here's the thing about this book. It is a duology. I gave this book 5 stars initially, and we might as well just jump ahead and combine them. The second book is Shadow So Cruel, and I initially gave that one 5 stars as well because I listened to both of these on audio, and even though the books talked about really dark elements, it was very surface level, and so it didn't make that big of an emotional impact on me. And during book club, we talked more in depth about how books like this have their purpose, where you can still enjoy a book that has dark elements, but might not be as connecting with the characters or the storyline overall, but it's just a good time that you read on vibes, and that's what I did. So check your triggers. I still do talk about some pretty disturbing elements. And that brings me to the 5th book that I read this month, and that was Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. Oh my God, I love this book. I gave it 5 stars. It's one of the best romance books I've read all year. I laughed, I cried. It was written so incredibly well with the way that you connect to the characters. It had me rooting for them from chapter 1. Did not realize in the moment that this is actually the second book in a series, so I am going to go back and read the first one. They're all interconnected standalones, so I'm not too worried about it, but definitely recommend this book. That was it for my reading wrap up for September. I'll see you again in October. Bye, friends.